Good morning from Australia. Sorry, my one of the doggies are barking in the background. Actually, we have four here, and the oldest turns 10 today. She's the mum. What I'm going to speak today on is expectations. Expectations affect each and every one of us through education, love, etc. It's part of life. We can't avoid it. The actual definition of expectation is a strong belief that something will happen or be the case. Yet reality had not lived up to expectations. We can see it in number 6 and number 6's wife. She is a great example of someone with huge expectations. She knew she had experience being on the red carpet, being interviewed by people, and her education, international studies, being an actress. So she had these huge expectations that she would just show up and didn't have to do any hard work. Just showing up and the world would be at her feet. Yet she has never acknowledged that was her expectation. And when it doesn't live up to reality, she doesn't say. What she does is, and we can see it, she blames, she becomes the victim, and then she's vicious at a lot of people. Number 6, he had expectations. I'm a royal, therefore, da 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 da. I'm a royal, there da da da. Now, me and my wife, we can show up at places just because of who we are. We'll show up, people will come, they will listen to us, and yet it backflops because of their expectations. And we know people have to work hard, they've got to put in their hours, they've got to practice for things to become real. How many people are disappointed when they have a nose job, a boob job, and then there's this expectation they put in the pain, the money, and then 6 months later, they think, now I've got this great pair of boobs, all these men are going to be after me, or women, whatsoever the case is, and they get let down. So we very rarely look at the background. Yes, I had an expectation and it did not live up. And what do? We become miserable, we blame. Another person on the world stage, for instance, now is Putin. He thought he had this mighty army, that the size of his army, their artillery, their tanks, they would just bombard these cities. And yet he's met with resistance. The reality is the resistance and the guts of the Ukraine people. They are gutsy people. They will stand up and defend. He did not put that into his expectations. So the reality has not met it. So they are great examples of expectations. We go to university, study this degree, then we get into the workplace and then realize that the degree maybe has given us 10, 20% knowledge for the actual job. So there's so much in life of expectations. So much. So she's going to have expectation of Archewell Audio. We don't know who she's employing, who she's going to use on the subject matter. But you can't empower a woman and not talk about the expectations, and you can't blame men, the monarchy, structures for your expectations not living up to reality. And it's a hard pill to swallow for all of us. We still always have expectations. I can't wait for this cast to come off so I can hopefully start to walk again. Maybe on Monday when I get my next x-ray, the doctor could say it's not healed. So there's a disappointment. So a lot of our disappointments in life are because of our expectations. We will always have expectations, but we've got to be real about the reality. So over and out from the Truth Seeker. Catch you later.